What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of PlainOlePlays. As always, I'm your host, PlainOleTray. Today we are diving back into Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we got a good bit of progress, but I also forgot something. So last episode, we covered the Scent Mask and returning the Deku Princess after Woodfall is cleaned up and the Poison Swamp is no longer poison. We then went over to the mountain range in the north. We completed the Lens of Truth quest, and we helped Darmani get back to his grave, which netted us the Goron Mask. We then got the Goron Mask, went into the Goron City, or the Goron Village rather, went and met the Goron baby, who would not stop crying. Most annoying sound of the game. Anyways, we played the Goron Lullaby for him. He taught us the rest. Now we have that. Now we're set up and ready to go to Snow Point Temple. There are a few things that I want to take care of in the snow before we go to that temple, and then if we finish it and it's within the time slot, we have to correct my mistake from the last episode. I forgot to turn in the stray fairies from Woodfall. So because of that, we have to completely redo the Woodfall dungeon just for the stray fairies, which I think I could knock out pretty quickly, but we'll see. All that's in store for today. Thank you so much for checking these out. And without further ado, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. All right, and here we are getting ready to get into it. Again, I can't believe I made that mistake last round, or last episode. We completely forgot all the stray fairies and returning them in Woodfall. So that great fairy is still like, why haven't I been returned? All right, the quickest way to the mountains is through the north gate. So we're actually gonna still stick to the plan though. We messed up the cafe quest as well. I forgot to mention that in the intro. We saved the bomb lady. You're not supposed to do that. So we're gonna do the cafe quest outright later once we've made it to Ikena Canyon. We'll fully run that side quest and do the full 3-day cycle. Now we are gonna have to do it twice. Once for the postman and once for the postman and once for Cafe's mother, because we have to deliver that letter to her and then we have to give the letter to the postman. So if I'm not mistaken, we could do, so I think after the Goron, if I'm not mistaken, we can do up to the point of the priority letter. And I believe even without Romani's mask, I should be able to get that. I should be able to get the mailman hat quest 5 complete at least. You know, when was I ever gonna have enough speed? Oh, we're out of magic. So this is a grotto we never went into earlier, and I'm going into it now. I don't think we went in here. We might have went in here. I don't think we did though. I don't know how many Goron punches it takes. Okay, it only takes 3. That's not bad. 3 Goron punches. The Gorons and the Dodongos have a very, very stale relationship. And the Gorons pretty much massively try to extinct the Dodongos because the Dodongos are always in their caves and, you know, terrorizing their caves that they explore, where they go and find tasty rocks and things of that nature. All right, so just an extra piece of heart, a little goodie. It's just in Tournament Field. You can get that right at the beginning when you go to Tournament Field for the first time. I just forgot to do it. It's just, you know, it's nothing special, but, you know, a piece of heart's a piece of heart, right? So, all right, we're gonna head here first. Actually, no, we're not. I don't have any arrows or magic, so we can't. All right, we're off to a stale start so far. One moment as we go get magic and arrows. All right, here we go. Let's just make this easier. Classic chopping through bushes Link. There we go. That's some arrows. I love, okay, so one thing I like about Majora's Mask way more than Ocarina, and they have to do it because your inventory resets, right? But I love that all the bushes right outside of Clocktown will always have all the arrows you need. They'll always have the bombs you need. They'll always have all of that supplies just literally right outside. It's very nice. It's very nice. Whoopsie. That first shot was a little bit too high, just a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's go do this mountain. Unfortunately, with doing the mountain. Oh wait, what am I? Guys, forgive me. It's warp. Why would you not just warp to the mountain village? I'm like trying to make the trek back just such a treacherous event, and like it doesn't need to be. Okay, here we go. For real this time. We need to go put the Goron baby to sleep. We're gonna go do that first, right? Goron baby need to go to bed. The reason being is so we can go get the rock sirloin. We're going to be doing the Don Gero's mask side quest before we get involved with Snowpoint and Snowpoint Temple. Or is it Snowpoint or Snowhead, dude? I can never remember, and I keep calling it Snowpoint, but it could be Snowhead. Is it Snowhead or Snowpoint? I cannot remember. That's gonna bother me. One of them is Star Fox Adventures, one of them is Zelda. I think Snowpoint is Zelda and Snowhead is Star Fox. Again, so the butler is not in a snowball rolling around like we saw before. Normally he would just pound to let Link in, but since we already have the Goron mask, we don't need him to let us in. There's our guy. Crying his eyes out. That's an annoying sound in the game. I was about to say, I know we learned it. Make us redo all the last quests that we didn't. Plenty of Deku sticks, which is nice. We enjoy that. The Deku sticks are going to be what lets us get this big, whatever fixture this is, spinning. I don't know what you would call that thing. What is that? Is that a chandelier? Oh no. Oh no. I accidentally pressed B. We might not get this. I accidentally pressed B. I doubt they stayed lit. That sucks. We'll see. I doubt it though. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. I messed up and chopped. Sloppy play right now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Gosh, the Goron music is so good though. We'll take more Deku sticks, why not? Alright. So one thing that... Okay, the cool thing about Majora's Mask, right? You get the fire arrows pretty early, so you're able to do things with... Oh my gosh. You're able to do things with the fire arrows. And, you know, you have to wait for Den's fire. I mean, you use Den's fire and stuff in Ocarina for a lot of the fire stuff when you're young Link. And as much as I enjoy having all the arrows and the fire arrows and all that, sometimes I kind of just miss Den's fire. That was such an awesome, like, move. To see Link use this, like, crystal that, like, the Great Fairy had, like, given him and shoots the... I liked the Fairies' gifts, I think, better in Ocarina. I think I like the Fairies' gifts better in Ocarina. Now, granted, you had the big spin by default. You just had to get the extended magic. Which, you know, that's in this game too, and so is the double health. But something about, like, I don't know, the big sword spin? Nah, like, give me some abilities. I liked the fact that, like, young Link got Nehru's Love, Farore's Wind, and Den's Fire. Now in this one, you know, there's one cool item that a Great Fairy gives you, but I don't know, it felt lackluster to me. The Great Fairies didn't feel as, like, you had to do the Stray Fairies on this one, which was very frustrating if you didn't know where you were looking and didn't have the Great Fairy mask. But I was honestly more excited to... Oh, wow, first try. I was honestly more excited to find the Great Fairies in Ocarina, I feel like. And they were already together. I didn't even have to do a crazy quest line. All right, we're gonna go bring this back to the little Goron that we met in the last episode that was like, I'm hungry and cold and stuck up here, can you help me? Well, against my better judgment, we're gonna go help him. I think I went the wrong way. That's okay. It's just a longer walk. This is rock sirloin that I have in my hand. As you can see, it's got two nice little bone ends sticking out. It's supposed to be bone ends, and that's supposed to be a big old piece of sirloin in the middle, but I don't know. So this quest, as a young Trey, as a kid, I just always despised it. I hated the idea that we had to walk across like a bridge and go this far without being able to attack. And we just had this fucking thing in our hand, right? And then I realized this is kind of prep for the, this is like indirectly indirectly pep. This is indirectly prep for the Powder Queg quest. Powder Queg quest? Did I really just say that? Powder Keg quest. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Up here, up here! I'm so sorry to bother you from such a high place, but I'm very hungry and I've gotten stuck here. That's it. It's so good that I dream about it. The Dongo Cavern's finest quality rock sirloin. This is my absolute favorite. Blessed be this meal. Oh, my energy has returned to me. I'm coming down now. One moment. A man could roll 2 feet now. I wondered who it might be. Why, if it isn't Darmani, you are alive? Yes, I see. This is the reason why you knew my favorite food. Oh, I almost forgot. Please accept this as a token of gratitude. We got Don Gero's mask. If you were direct the frog choir. So this is to allow you to direct the frog choir. Hope as I might, it's still cold. I'm going back to Goron Village. This is a mask that lets us gather the frogs. To be honest, that is such a long quest. We're probably not going to cover that. It's very frustrating because you have to beat, because of the timeline, it's frustrating because what you have to do is you have to beat 2 of the mini bosses that turn into the frogs. Then you find one here, you find one in Clocktown, and I cannot for the life of me remember where the 5th one is. Oh, in the swamp. The 5th one's in the swamp. So I mean, we got them all. That's where they all are. I know where they're at. It ain't that fun, so we're not gonna do it. It's just for a heart piece. It's more tedious than rewarding, I find. And it is not a heart piece that we need, so. We are going to skillfully and respectfully avoid that. Alrighty. Oh, Snowhead is what it's called. So is it Snow Point in Star Fox? Bruh. No way. What am I remembering? What is going on? What is happening? What am I remembering wrong here? Is Snowhead this area and Snow Point is the actual temple? So we couldn't see, but we knew that there was a big gust coming at us, big blizzard. So we're gonna play the Goron Lullaby here. And now, if we would have Lens of Truth, we could have seen him. But we didn't Lens of Truth because we know he's there. Oh, So something that's never really talked about, at least not to my knowledge, is why is there a big Goron doing that? Just like blocking the way to this I don't. Gosh, I don't recall there being a reasoning as to why he's just sitting there doing that. You know, they want you, I'm pretty sure the game's intended strat for you right here is for you to do this and get like the big magic and be ready to like climb up this. But boy, oh boy, is it hard to stay steady right there. So like, I just end up walking up. I tried real quick, just one time, just to try, but boy, it is not a good time. Try to roll all the way up that. And I think that's what they want. I do. I think that's what they want you to do. I don't like to do that. And if the temple ends up taking a good bit today and we finish it like right at time, I'll call time, and the next episode will be us doing the side quests before the ocean and catch up, which will include going to get the stray fairies, doing Romani's ranch, getting the gold dust and doing the Goron races, upgrading our sword. There's so much that happens between this segment in the game and the ocean. So we have a lot that we've got to work on. Snowhead, it's not called Snow Point at all. None of this is called Snow Point. Wow. So there's some Poes back there. We're not worried about them. Remember the strategy. We'll just ground pound the Poes. The Wolfo strategy is what I was talking about. But I can't punch him in the back because the Goron has no range. Okay. So we are going to remember to get the stray fairies in here, and we are going to remember to, not only are we going to remember to get the stray fairies in here, we're going to remember to go turn them in. All right, so first up, pretty tough jump. If you can't hold the stick straight, it's a pretty rough jump. But the N64 stick sometimes is a little wonky, so it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and get 2 fairies though that are hiding here. So we have one up here. Beautiful, we'll take it. While it's coming to me, there's another one right here. All right, we've got one. And number 2. Where are you at? All right, and 2. Okay. Honestly, I always love that the Goron can just straight up walk through lava. It makes sense. He's like this big rock man. Like, what's gonna happen? He's gonna get a little magma on him. Like, he's fine. He's got heat resistance. But what's crazy is 2 out of the 3 masks that you get in this game aren't tolerant to water. Neither of them can handle water. The Goron will die instantly, and the Deku will die instantly if he can't get off of it before his hops run out. Alright, fantastic. Sometimes, like I said, that can be a bit of an annoying jump. Now, we can't do all of this room right now because we don't have the fire arrows, but we should be able to do the first chest in it, I think. Maybe. I'm kind of second guessing that now. But we will do that and see if it pulls any fairies to us. There we go. And then there's another one in here, but it's up top, and we're not on the 2nd level yet, so we can't get it. All right, so we got the dungeon map. Yeah, so that's all we can do in this room for right now. We'll have to come back once we've got a few more things. Notice how the Great Fairy Mask isn't sparkling in here? That means there's no stray fairies here. Notice it's sparkling now? That means that there are stray fairies in this section. Where? Who knows? All right, this dungeon can be quite frustrating in regards to, this dungeon can be quite frustrating in regards to the fact that you do have to backtrack a little bit. And backtracking, not knowing where you're going sometimes can be a little rough. So this should be a shortcut back to the entrance. Boom. And now you're gonna check this out. So actually, hold on. I made a wrong turn. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and drop down. Go ahead and drop down. There we go. And our reasoning for dropping down is simply this. You get a 4th stray fairy. Grab some items while we're down here. All right, we'll head back up the steps now and into the yellow lined door across the way. So this is going to be an area that this is essentially where the dungeon begins. That first section I feel like is light mode. The rest of this is like you're starting to set up your paths for backtracking and looping around and stuff, so. All right, so we pulled that all the way there. We got us a small key that was hiding behind it. Very nice. And we're gonna move this right into that little slot down there. Now the reason we're doing that is because when it's over there, it will stay locked there. That's the position that the block wants to be in, and that's where the puzzle wants you to push it. It's going to allow us to make some hops later when we're up top. As you can see, we're setting up for it to be jumped on and then jumped across. Also, activates a chest up there. Get your interest peaked to make you want to come back to the room. Right? Because I don't think you have to technically go back to that room. I wish he wouldn't respawn. He's annoying. What do we have here? Look how the Goron just manhandles the chest, too. All right, we got the compass. So again, we can't do much in this room. Can't do anything with any of the ice. But what we can do, take a bomb. There's a fairy in that box. We'll take it. And we'll work our way up. So you see, all these rooms we're gonna have to come back to. Alright, so do we see this? That looks fishy, right? It's because it is. Lens of Truth would have been used there, but again, we're not necessarily having to use the lens that much. All right, we need arrows back out again. And the reason we need arrows so you have to hit each of them twice. So I just go around, since you can't hit them back to back, I just go around hitting each of them once. And then I come back and get the second go around. Right, so let's see here. Let's grab that. I think there's another little like side path over here. Yeah. That way we don't have to jump over all this stuff. Oh, I guess Link can't reach that. What? My man can't hop and pull himself up? He can lift all kinds of crazy things, but he can't pull himself up. Can't do a ledge hang. Another small key. Wouldn't you know it? And that's what we need to get to the next room. All right, so we'll grab those extra rupees. Again, even if our wallet gets full, just bring it to the bank. We're good to go. We can keep collecting. So there's another stray fairy in here that is in an invisible spot. You can kind of tell. You can see the lines. Like, so you know that this is going to be something, right? I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you what it looks like. Because, you know, I know where it is. There it is. Just a giant hole. But they wanted you, they really wanted you to use the lens of truth to look for the fairies in this one. We're gonna hop down here and take care of business. Now, when you come back here with the fire arrow, this is a much easier section. You just melt that ice and you're good to go. But since we are still not equipped with the fire arrow, we're gonna have to solve this the correct way. I used to get stressed with this one as a kid too. I know I keep telling you guys, oh, as a kid, but there's so many like memories I have that are core to like my initial thoughts of things when I was a kid on this game. So like it is actually like, for me, it's pretty cool to be able to play it and be like, dude, you know, I used to think this. And like, it's not even that stressful. The time was still going. We still had so much time. Okay. Close one. All right, now we're gonna roll across this. Now my question is this. I think I already know my answer, but I always do this. I'm very curious. Can I manipulate that fire to hit that? No. I ask every time, I find out every time. Okay, so another thing is, you see, we're way low, right? And the map shows that there's a chest over there. So we have to fall down to get where you see that snow out right there. That's actually going to be a stray fairy we go back and get later. Boom. Right where that Deku flower is. So, and that is what teaches you essentially that the Deku flowers aren't timed, that they are strictly well, this is odd. Why are we here? They're strictly distance based. So the thing is, if I mess this up and fall, we have to go all the way back around. I don't want to do that. I would like to have the fire arrows first. So that was a mistake. We actually didn't need to go in there. We need to go back across. All right. And you notice the trim of this door isn't yellow, red, blue. It looks a little different. It's got like the little green fancies and the top corners like that. What could be behind this door? Oh, a mini boss fight. See, I love that, dude. Little details that they always put in these series, man. Like the door's different. It hadn't been your typical door. Ah, that's because it's a mini boss. It's like, nice. And so with the map and compass, you'll see over there, he's a red dot. I know which one he's gonna spawn in every time because he's a red dot on the map and compass. So I never have to worry about not knowing where he's at. Now there are faster methods to this fight, but you know, sometimes I just prefer easy. Fantastic, we got the fire arrow. Things will heat up when they hit. All right. Now, we want to go back over there, but before that, we want to do a look. Well, looks like we got no choice but to backtrack. I can't believe I just missed that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well then, if that's how they want to play the game, we'll play it that way. We need to be here anyways. Works for me. So we're not gonna waste too much magic or arrows, but they do one-shot these ice enemies. Like I said, a lot of backtracking. You know, this was the first room we really like went into that had more than just walk through a door. You know, you had to do a little something. And we weren't finished with this room. We had to come back for a small key. Now when we come in here this time, this is what I was talking about earlier. Let's take care of him first. All you gotta do is shield these guys. Just shield them. They bounce away. So here we are. And now we've opened a dungeon shortcut. It's fantastic. And also feel more confident if we mess up these jumps, because these jumps are just a small platforms. So 1, 2, nice and steady. And another stray fairy down. Okay, so I can't lie, that was pretty wild to me, because I thought that, I was like, what happened? Did I glitch? But I forgot that that's all invisible platforms right there, even though we just did it. I was like, oh. All right, so let's see if this works. I think we can just go back this way now that we have the fire arrows, but if not, we just have to go into a room and then backtrack again. Again, we're trying to do cleanup as we make it through. What? At slippery places like this, you can curl up as a Goron and roll your way across. Why don't you try it? Sometimes I wish that the game could just be a little smarter. Yeah, I'm not really worried about you. Come on. There. Okay, now I don't think Link can make that jump outright. I think we're gonna have to do a little double push in here. Oh, okay, so it just slides. I forgot about that. Let's go. That's nice. All right, so we're gonna grab this. That's number 9. We've got 6 left to find. Okay. Nice. Now the blocks that we pushed forever ago are positioned for us, as you can see. And boom, there we go. 10th stray fairy. We've got 5 more to find. We know 1 is in the pillar. The main pillar, 1's off to the side of it in the center of the room. Now we've just got to find the other ones. We are going to head back up. It's getting into night 1. And we've already gotten more than half the dungeon complete. So that's good stuff. So you see, now we come back through here. All this is easy mode. We don't have to worry about anything. We've got, you know, we've got the supplies. We don't need to press switches. We don't need to do anything. So I will say that while backtracking can be annoying, it is quite convenient when you get the items and you can just backtrack super easy and everything works, as opposed to this. The more I play this dungeon, the more I like it. This was always between this or the water. One of those always got to be like my least favorite dungeon, right? It's like, oh, I don't like this dungeon, or oh, I don't like the water dungeon, but so once again, things to look out for when you're in Snowhead. Doesn't that look suspicious? Snow dripping off the side of something, but there's nothing there. Notice how, like, you can literally see the outline of a diamond? Because that's in there. So we've got 4 left to find. Also, eventually I'm gonna go downstairs, I think. I don't know when that happens. I can't remember when we do that. Oh, actually, I know exactly when we do it. Never mind. So these Lizalfos will both have 1 fairy each. So that's our 12th and 13th. Yeah, the fun part about that one is, like, you don't actually... All right, hold on. We've got to figure... I missed going somewhere. I don't know where it was. I missed going into a certain room. All right, we need to get... this is the... Okay. This is the room we're looking for. I literally found it. Let's go. And we've got a fairy in here. Okay. Deku time. I was like, I knew we missed something, but I couldn't place what it was we missed. Now notice that chest isn't gold rimmed. When a chest isn't gold rimmed in Majora's Mask, it means that it doesn't have a key, map, compass, doesn't have one of those items. It's a normal, or like that item for the dungeon, like the fire arrow. When it's just like this, that means that you're gonna get a rupees, stray fairy, something like that. You're just gonna get like a mediocre item. Maybe like a bundle of arrows. Okay, so this is what we needed to do. I love when accidents happen. We accidentally stumbled onto this room. I forgot where it was, which room I had to do. And here we are. Big boom. Excellent. All right. Now, we need to go up. That's very frustrating that that just happened. Sometimes, the old N64, man, sometimes there's just auto jumps. Just really don't line up the way you want them to. Now, let's do something when we get up here, actually. I want to take a look at the map, right? Because on the map, it's going to tell us the way I need to go. So, if I were to go out... Oh, we're only missing one fairy. We're only missing the very end. So yeah, all that's left to do is to get the boss key, get that fairy, and then finish the dungeon. Okay. So I'm here. If I go there, there... Alright, I think we just can climb back up pretty easily, right? Don't have to worry about any of this stuff. We're gonna have Wolfos charging us, Snow Wolfos. We're not really worried about them. Alright, we're here. Back here. Yes, this is correct. We're going the right way. Alright, so you have to punch these out with the Goron. That is how you utilize this. By punching it out with the Goron. Okay, now here's an issue. We came up this way. This way ain't gonna do it for us anymore. I'm having a moment, guys. I'm having a moment here. Okay, how do we... Oh. Okay. Got it. That was the yellow door from earlier. We were like, oh, the yellow door, we want to go there. I want to go back to the beginning. That's where I want to go. I want to go back to the beginning. I want to... It's so easy to get mixed up in this dungeon too, man. That's another reason I think it might have been like one of my least favorite. But like I said, the more I play it, especially now, like playing it for this PlainOlePlays, I haven't played it vanilla in so long because we do a lot of randomizers, which I plan to introduce you guys to randomizers as well later on in the series. But you know, I've only run randomizers of this, so it's as of late, I've beat the game more than a handful of times, but here lately when I play it, I do it randomly, and so this dungeon's way scrambled and out of order, right? Like, it's not, a lot of the times, because with this dungeon, if you have the Goron Mask and the Fire Arrows, you have free reign. You're just missing some keys, essentially. And yeah, so that's always cool. All right, here we go. But yeah, playing it vanilla, I'm like, huh. I mean, I got mixed up once, but I'm like, oh wow, this dungeon's not that bad. I'm kind of in a space where I'm like, why did I always act like this dungeon was bad? I don't understand why I always, because of that right there. Dude, oh no, if we would have messed that up. Really? All right. Alright, unfortunately we have to make one more plunge. Gotta remember where it's at. Right there, second floor, top left of the map. Top left of the map. Okay, so it's over here. So, okay, proximity. Notice we're right next to the flower. And all we can do right now is float down. This is probably one of the most time-consuming fairies that you have to get in any of the dungeons. As long as we stay near that Deku flower, nothing's gonna happen with our speed. We're fine. What we're looking to do is get back down to the second floor and fly in, grab that chest, and get the fairy. Now, I'm not sure. Okay, cool. Yes, we can just get right back up pretty easily. Notice nothing's happened with the flower. He's not having a hard time. It's not like, oh, it's running out. It's because the pillar of the hitbox of where that Deku flower was is still right next to me. I'm in its proximity, so I don't have to worry. This is what originally taught me that the Deku flowers ran off of proximity, not off of a counter. And for those wondering, yes, this is the proper way to get this. If you don't this is the proper way to get this if you don't have certain items and stuff. Because like you can come back here if you don't get the fairies on your first way through. So there we go, that's all 15. That's all 15. We are not going to forget to turn them in this time. We are not going to forget to turn them in this time. Jesus Christ, dude. I can't believe we did all the work in Woodfall just to forget. Come on. Alright, so now all we're missing is that boss key, which we can see through the cage. It's right there. So, we're gonna take the Deku, this. You know, what was in this room? Oh, I've been in that. Oh, that was the room that had the Lizalfos, the Dinalfos, or whatever they're called in this. Me stuttering, trying to talk and tell you all the names of enemies. Gotta love it. Alright. So again, we have a map, we have a compass, we know where he's gonna be at all times. All right, one more hit, and he should be done. Very nice. And now that leads us to the big key. No magic, eh? Not any magic. None of it. Okay, whatever. Nice. There we go. Like, bro, nothing wants to give me magic, eh? Gotta punch our way back through this. Or just do that, right? Okay, let's go fight Goat. Or Got, or whatever his official name is. I've always called him Goat. I'm just like, why did we ever unfreeze him? Why did we ever unfreeze him? So I never knew this, but you can beat him as Link. You don't have to be the Goron and roll after him. I prefer to be the Goron and roll after him. Masked mechanical monster Goat. Or Goat, whatever you want to call him. But you can beat him as Link with fire arrows. I just... Thank you. Sometimes it takes a minute. As you keep hitting like bumps and stuff. That's so frustrating. Here we go. A very nonsensical, easy fight. As far as like a boss fight goes, you're just going in a giant circle trying to hit him. You see him. So you see he's getting faster and faster. We're getting like closer and closer to getting. He's gonna start smoking soon. When we start seeing him smoking and the electrical current starting to come out through his armor, we're getting close. We're not quite there. We're getting there though. There we go. So you see we got stuck under his chest. You see how he's starting to get electrical currents flowing out of his body. There's smoke. Is it stalactite or mite? Whichever one grows up top, they're starting to fall. That's how you know you've gotten in the final phase of the boss fight. And you know that he is running on little to no energy. So we just gotta catch up with him one more time, and I think this will be the last. Gotta love that. I think this will be the last time we have to. As you can see, we knocked him down. Now he's throwing bombs. Bombs are like the biggest signal that he is about to be done. So if you start seeing the bombs, don't lose hope. I got caught up there on something. He was only one hit though, so. Second dungeon complete, folks. Do not forget to turn in the stray fairies this time. Also, on top of not forgetting to turn in the stray fairies this time, I think we're gonna go ahead and do the sword upgrade and Goron race today. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to see where we're at with time. I don't know how long I've been going. I haven't looked over at the recording yet. All right. You've seized Goat's remains. You have freed the innocent spirit in this dark mass that kept it imprisoned within the body of the evil Goat. I call him Goat. If you don't call him Goat, sorry. It's probably gonna make you cringe when you're watching this. What exactly are all of you? guardians. So you're protective gods? That's why you're in the temples? But why are the protective gods? No, wait, are you listening to me? Hey, wait! Nice. Nice. See, they are trying to make it to where you forget to go turn the fairies in right there. What the heck, dude? Why am I all the way over here? I need to go back to... Put me right outside the dungeon. Why would you put me all the way over here? Snowhead. What is Snow Point from? Why do I always call this Snow Point? Yes, we are an hour in, and I am still asking the question I asked at the very beginning of the show. So now he's just cooling, he's chilling. Alright, we just need to go see the Great Fairy. And after we turn the fairies in, I think that's going to be where we call time today, because we're at the end of a segment. And we'll start the next show upgrading the sword, doing the Goron races, getting Powder Keg certified, going and beating the Swamp Palace again to get the Great Fairy reward there, and really just setting up to get ready to do Romani Ranch and the ocean. So that's probably what the next show will be, because that's a lot of different things that I have to run around and go do. So... Oh, wise young one, I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall enhance your magic power. Fun fact, in the 3DS, they switched this Great Fairy with the first Great Fairy. So your first upgrade is magic, and your second upgrade is the big sword spin. Which makes more sense. You need more magic to do the big sword spin. The Goron operates off of magic. The fire arrows operate off magic. It'd be way better to have that earlier. Come see me when you are overcome by weariness. Fantastic. So, okay. We got a little bit of what I wanted to get done today. I didn't think that the dungeon would take as long as it did, but that's a pretty hefty dungeon with the backtracking and everything. So we are going to take a nice little warp, I think. Play the song 35 times and then discover if it wants to work. All right. And we are going to go back to the mountain village. That's where we're going to start things off next time. That's where the quests are going to really kick in. Again, we're going to start with the sword upgrade path line. After we do the sword upgrade path line, we're going to do the powder keg certifications. And then we'll be ready to go for the next portions of the game. So with that being said, I'm going to call time there. And thank you so much for being a part of another Plain Old Plays, guys. These are a lot of fun to do. I'm still very much enjoying them. The last two have been an hour each just because of the way the segments have cut up. And I'm kind of liking doing it that way per section of the game as opposed to just cutting at time. So you can expect these videos to go anywhere from 1 hour to an hour and 45. If we happen to get to the end of a section at the hour mark, I will call it, and then we'll just continue making episodes. With that being said, that is what I have got today for you guys. Thank you so much for watching another Plain Old Plays. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below on what you'd like to see Plain Old Trey, Plain Old Play. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all the support. We've got another episode coming for you next week. 2 episodes where we're going to pick up finishing the snowy area in the spring now, and we're going to get set up for the ocean next week. Thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful time wherever it is, evening, morning, night. I said I was going to work on these outros, and here I am rambling. Isn't it wonderful? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching. I sure do hope you're enjoying the Plain Old Plays and all the other content the channel has to offer. If you're looking for other ways to support Plain Old Trey in this community, you can come check us out over on Twitch, over on Kick, or even follow on Twitter. Everywhere you'll find me at Plain Old Trey. Thank you so much for the support always. Subscribe, follow, like the channel, do the things, and we'll catch you next time.